What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So we're back with another video, and today we're going to be installing our new steering wheel, which I actually have right here. It's a B9 S-line steering wheel. You can see the little S. It's kind of cool, and it's a flat bottom, red stitching, so it's pretty nice. What I did have to buy for this was this airbag, which came from Lithuania, I believe. And then I also had to buy this little harness. So this harness actually plugs into the airbag and then plugs into the steering wheel itself. In order for all of this to work, because I do have an older model Audi, this is for a newer model, newer style Audi. I believe there's like designations for it all. You have to repin this yellow connector as well as this little black one. Once you repin it, then you'll be able to see that, let's see, that'll focus, that the color wires, they actually line up. And I'll go through the connector, and I'll show you guys what the gentleman from eBay had me do that sold me this harness. It was a little confusing at first, but after he kind of went through it, it's fairly simple. It's a little weird to me how it works, but I guess we'll find out if it actually works, you know, once we install everything. And hopefully this thing doesn't pop in my face. Okay, so this is the connector that plugs into your steering wheel to make your buttons work. And the way you can open this up is this top cover, you slide it over, and then that reveals, hopefully you can see that, that reveals your pins, and then you could just press the little tab on the pin and remove the wire. I already removed the fourth one that was in here. There you go. I think it actually double locks just in case, and then it removes the pin. To put it back in, all you got to do is just slide it forward and it clicks back in. You can't remove it. So the original connector comes with a fourth wire, which is right here, and it's a black wire. So what we had to do with this wire, oh I'm sorry, it wasn't a black wire, it was a blue wire. What we had to do with that wire is basically take it out of the harness, and you can see it right there. We had to take it out of this little harness, this connector, and loop it back around into this main yellow connector. And I'll show you how to take that apart, and I'll show you what we had to do in here to basically redo this connector to make it work with the older style B8 cars. Okay, to undo this connector, there's this plastic cover. All you have to do is just slide that back down, and it has some type of adhesive on it, but you should be able to pry it up. And then you have to open up this here, this top cover, which has two little clips right there. So what I did is I just kind of pried it up to get it open, and then that reveals all of your wires. You can see them there. Then to release the connectors, it's going to be tough to see. Right in here, there's a purple lock that locks all the connectors in place. So what I did, a lot of people use a needle to kind of get in there and pry it back out. I just went on the other side, and the other side of the lock is actually, it protrudes out. So what I did was I just kind of pushed it out, and then you can see it right there. It comes right out. So that's the lock. Now you have to be careful how you put this in. There's a little tiny slot that aligns with this line right there to put it back in. So the way it came out, you want to put it back in. And then to push it forward, you just kind of push it in there. And that's basically what locks all your pins inside of the connector. Okay, so once you have it open and you unlocked your pins with the purple lock, what you're going to do is move over the brown wire, which you can see in there, from pin number 10, where it originally sits, all the way over to pin number 1. You can probably see it right there. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it sits in pin number 10, and you have to move it over to pin number 1. So once it's in pin number 1, you're all set there. After that, the blue wire, which is here, that you took from this black connector, that's going to go into pin number 2, which is right there. Once you have it, once you have that in there, then you're pretty much all set. This connector technically should be set to work with the B8 models. So you converted it from a B9 to a B8 connector, and technically after it's repinned, it should work. We're going to figure this out the hard way after we install everything. And like I said before, hopefully this airbag, 1, works, we have no lights, and 2, doesn't blow up. So we'll see that after after everything's installed and the battery's plugged back in. But to close this up, all you have to do is just press this back in, and that all locks in. And again, don't forget about your plastic purple lock that's supposed to be in there. Make sure it's all pushed down all the way so those pins have no chance of coming back out. And that's pretty much what that looks like. There's the blue wire that came from pin number 4 in this connector. That goes into pin number 2 in this connector. And the brown wire that's inside of the yellow will go from pin number 10 to pin number 1. I'll link the guy's name, the guy's eBay address where I bought the conversion harness, which is this guy. And that basically, what happens with this is this mates up with the airbag, and then this will plug into the steering wheel itself. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of an idea of how to convert this from a B9 to a B8 plug, and you know, I just hope it all works. We'll figure that out as soon as we install it. I want to show you guys something cool. My buddy Kenny stopped by with an Evo, which I showed you before. Mike's here with the STI. Bunch of losers. So this is an 06 RS, which is literally the car that I'm searching for, or saving for, I should say. White would be ideal, red would be okay, but that's the dream. She's nice. And then Mike just got his car back from MRP. It's a fully built motor, big turbo. He did a center exhaust. CAE shifter. Recaros. Damn, look at this shit box.
Woo, maybe it goes fast. Doesn't boost now.
Not yet.
Yeah, man, it came out nice though. But the rotated manifold will clean it up for sure. Yeah. Good. Yeah.
Congrats, dude.
Thanks, bud. Don't look at that one. You just lost the fucking center.
Oh, that's right. Mike, how much are they?
$55. Dude, I remember I was trying to get center caps for my Advance. I was looking all over when I had them on my other Evo. Dude, I'm gonna be so mad if you
It looks so much.
Those are the flat ones. See, I had to get the ones that were like the offset.
Daily. Race car. One day, boys. We'll get an Evo on the channel. First order of business we gotta disconnect the battery so no airbag issues happen. Alright, to remove your steering wheel in a B8A4, there are two little clips right here. They're on each side of the steering wheel. Just here and here. That's what that looks like. And then right in here are two T30s, and they will release the airbag. Yeah, I don't think these bolts come off, they just kind of stay in there. Alright. Now, technically, say hi, Mike. We got access to everything. Interesting. Hopefully it all works. Alright, so we unplugged the black connector, which tucks into there, that little space. That just slips out. With this one, you just have to pull back on the green, and it releases it from this plug in here. And then that's the old airbag, nice and square and ugly. Alright, everything's apart. This is a 12mm triple square. For that center bolt, she should go. Alright. And we got no steering wheel. That already looks 10 times better. Put a little Loctite on the centering bolt. Pop this guy on there. I'll tighten this up. And then I just have to figure out how to put the airbag back in and then loom all this stuff in there so it doesn't get in the way of anything. I'll torque this down, and then I'll try to explain to you how this goes back in. I have no idea yet, so we'll figure it out. So as of right now, she's in here. The airbag just pushes in and clips into the little metal clips that are back there. The little extra wiring harness just got kind of loomed inside there, but goddamn, that looks better. Now we connect the battery and test and pray. Just in case something funny happens, we'll have the camera on it. It didn't blow yet. Alright, the steering wheel is in. I gotta clear all the codes that this thing has from disconnecting the parking brake and everything else. So I have OBD 11 that I'm gonna be using that for, and hopefully that helps. OBD 11 just plugs into your OBD 2. So It looks a lot better, and the horn works. It's in there, clipped in nice. So it's definitely different than the older model. I guess I don't know how to take this apart now, but we'll figure that out later. So let's get to it. All right, the OBD11 is reading, scanning codes. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, there you go. Scanning there. In the meantime, I was testing the buttons. So that little harness definitely worked. The volume works, which is good. I'll turn that off. The little control toggle thing here works. These work, which is awesome. I don't have a lot of these options because my car doesn't come with MMI, but that's all I really need. I'm happy. This works for me. All right, I just cleared all the codes with OBD11. No more dash lights. Steering wheel's in. It beeps. Some of the controllers work for what I can use here in the car. Boost gauge is in. Cell phone mount's in. Short shifter and knob is in. I gotta finish the pedals because they were a pain in the butt to do. So I'm gonna finish those and then put the kick plate back on. And then that officially completes the interior for now, until we do like the RS nav or something, and maybe seats, but that's down the line. This was pretty major. This is pretty much all I wanted to do to the interior of the car, so good step forward. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it, and peace. I'll catch you on the next one.